Hello, I've got a book today. It's called Big Pumpkin by Erica Silverman, illustrated by S.D. Schindler. Look at that giant pumpkin she's got. Once there was a witch who wanted to make pumpkin pie, so she planted pumpkin seeds. She weeded and watered, and after a while a sprout poked through, and then the pumpkin grew and grew, and it grew, and then it grew some more. There she is, planting the seed. Soon, Halloween was just hours away. The witch thought about pumpkin pie and bent down to take her pumpkin off the vine. Look at that. It's bigger than she is. Look at how big that is. Well, she pulled and she tugged and she pulled. First she pulled hard, and then she pulled harder, and then the pumpkin sat. Drat, said the witch. She can't pull the pumpkin off the vine. Just then along came a ghost. Big pumpkin, said Ghost. It's big and it's mine, and it's stuck on the vine, and Halloween's just hours away, said the witch, and she kicked that pumpkin. Well, I'm bigger than you and stronger too, boasted the ghost. Let me try. Said the witch, and she thought about pumpkin pie and stepped aside. Do you think the ghost is going to be able to pull the pumpkin off the vine? Let's see. That ghost bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine. Well, he pulled and he tugged and he pulled. And first he pulled hard, and then he pulled harder. But that pumpkin just sat. Drat, said the ghost. Oh, he can't move it either. Let's see, who's going to come next? Oh, just then along came a vampire. Big pumpkin, said Vampire. It's big and it's mine, and it's stuck on the vine, and it's Halloween's just hours away, said the witch, and she kicked that pumpkin. Well, I'm bigger than both of you, and stronger too, boasted the vampire. Let me try. Humph, said the witch. Humph, said the ghost. Let's see. But that pumpkin, they thought about that pumpkin pie and stepped aside. The vampire bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine. Well, he pulled and he tugged and he pulled. First he pulled hard, and then he pulled harder. But that pumpkin just sat. Drat, said the vampire. Well, who's next? Who came over to help? Looks like the mummy. Just then along came Mummy. Big pumpkin, said Mummy. It's big and it's mine, and it's stuck on the vine, and Halloween's just hours away, said the witch, and she kicked that pumpkin. I'm bigger than all of you and stronger too, boasted the mummy. Let me try. Humph, said the witch. Humph, said the ghost. Humph, said the vampire. But they thought about pumpkin pie, and they stepped aside. Look at that mummy. He's really trying. Well, then Mummy bent down to take that pumpkin off the vine. Well, she pulled and she tugged and she pulled. First she pulled hard, and then she pulled harder, but that pumpkin just sat. Drat, said the mummy. Even the mummy can't make the pumpkin move. What should they do? Just then, along came a bat. Big pumpkin, said the bat. Witch didn't say a word. She just looked at the ghost, rolled her eyes. The ghost looked at the vampire. The vampire looked at the mummy. They all looked at the little bat, and they started to laugh. I may not be big, and I may not be strong, said the bat, but I have an idea. Ooh. And the bat told each of them what to do. Said the witch. Said the ghost. Said the vampire. And said the mummy. What do you think the bat's going to tell them what to do? I wonder what they could do to get the pumpkin off the vine. Let's see. that. They're working as a team. But they thought about pumpkin pie, and they bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine. Ready, set, pull, said the bat. And the bat pulled the mummy pulled the vampire pulled the ghost pulled the witch pulled the pumpkin. Well, they pulled and they tugged and they pulled. First they pulled hard, and then they pulled harder, and pop! Snap! Off came the pumpkin. Drat, said the witch. Whoosh! It flew and it flew and it flew. Oh no! Look at everybody tumbled over. Thud! It landed at the top of the hill, and thump, bump, thump, bump, thump, bump. It bounced all the way down to the witch's house. And when it got to her door, the pumpkin just sat. Hooray for the bat, shouted the witch, and she hurried inside to make pumpkin pie. Look, it landed right at witch's house. Said the ghost. Have some more, said the witch. Couldn't eat another bite, said the vampire. Fun party, said the mummy. Time to go, said the bat. Look, even the bat's eating pumpkin pie down here. Drat, said the witch as she watched them all leave. Then she went right out and planted another pumpkin seed. I hope you enjoyed our fun story called Big Pumpkin by Erica Silverman, illustrated by S.D. Schindler.